Hello everyone, GigaBeef here, and today we are looking at the 13.0.2 patch notes, which are happening right now. The game is currently down, so I figured we may as well just go through them because there's a lot of stuff in here that could be cool and a lot of things that are fixed, which is pretty interesting. So starting right from the top, adjusted the server system to reduce rubber banding and desync on the Streets of Tarkov location. I mean, this is clearly fantastic. The map doesn't really perform that well, especially around networking, so that would be fantastic if that is fixed in some ways. And some lighting fixes as well are coming too. Then there's loads and loads and loads of different audio stuff, which we can expect the audio to be fixed as time goes on because Oculus is really in its very first, I'm not even sure if I'd call it a first iteration. We're almost in a half iteration because they only managed to get through half of the maps. But let's see, so we've got duplication, stuttering, lack of some sounds, missing airplanes, missing weapons, missing container sounds with binaural audio enabled. So those things are presumably fixed. We're going to have to see, right? They're not always fixed when they say they are because again, it's all in testing stages at the moment. Then we've got fixed incorrect volume of footstep sounds during crouched and standing movement. This is really important. This is basically the lack of being able to sneak. So hopefully, if this is fixed, then it means that we'll be able to actually move around covertly again. Covert movement will mean something, and we won't just be stuck either standing completely stationary still or doing Shift W, because that's the way that the sort of beginning of this patch has been. Incorrect gym behavior in the hideout with third-party overlays. I think there was some NVIDIA overlays that were causing some people issues, so presumably that's fixed now. Incorrect duration of the muscle pain status. Some people had severe muscle pain stuck for like a week or something, which wasn't supposed to be how it was supposed to be. Then we've got some more sounds. This is weapon sounds this time. Rhino, Benelli. It looks like pretty much all of the new weapons, which kind of makes sense. It's all the ones that they haven't tested a lot previously. Incorrect wait for a couple of items, fine. Incorrect durability of weapons on rogue bosses. Now, I don't actually know what this means because I haven't killed any of the rogue bosses, so I haven't seen what their weapon durability was or is supposed to be. So whether it was scav great before, maybe it's going to be 100%, or maybe it's 90 out of 100 or something. We're just going to have to see when somebody actually finally kills them and we see what their durability is. But that's interesting that that's a line in and of itself. Then we've just got a bug for unlocking customization options. Incorrect calculation. This one is interesting. Incorrect calculation of skills in quest rewards. So what was happening here is quests that said that they were going to give you a certain number of skill points actually in fact did not. And the worst one for this was the one that gives you the sniper skills. It's the mentor quest for Peacekeeper, and you give him an enormous amount of money, and then he's supposed to give you 3 sniper skill points. But what happens for a lot of people is it only gives you, I'm not sure exactly what the number is, but it gives you 60 or 70 skill points for each level, but because you need 100 to go up a full level, you actually only get like 2.5 levels or something along those lines. So if that's fixed, then that'd be great because a lot of people were either holding off on handing those in, or already did hand them in and got burnt for it, which really kind of sucks for them. Ability to apply the effects of some consumables without losing them. I've not seen this one. I didn't know this was a problem, but fair enough. Fix the inability to level up skills above level 50. So this has been a widespread issue. Most people have noticed this with Metabolism First. You couldn't actually get to level 51. I think you still got the effects of Elite because you were level 51 somewhere behind the scenes, but in the UI, it never showed you going up past level 50. Either which way, it was super bugged. So hopefully this is fixed now. More visual artifacts on streets. Fixed incorrect player spawn positions on Streets of Tarkov. I don't know what this means because the player spawns, I mean, maybe this is just spawning up on the roofs and stuff like that because the spawns being super close together, it's not like incorrect, it's just the spawns are bad, right? They're not wrong. Whereas spawning on the roof, I know some people have spawned in like sniper scav locations and stuff like that, which definitely would be incorrect. So I wouldn't hold my hopes up for a complete change of the spawn positions on Streets itself, but we will see. Incorrect conditions for Jaeger to buy weapons, fine. Incorrect tooltip of unsellable items when switching between screens. This one was really annoying. This is the one where if you're mouse overing a case whilst you're on a trader and it says cannot buy this, and you either press tab or escape or something, and it retains that menu on your mouse the whole time until you go into another trader and then look over another one. Or I think if you press tab or alt tab or something, you could fix it that way too, but that just needed to be fixed, and so apparently it is. A fix with MVGs and changing screen resolution, fine. Lack of durability loss when repairing some weapons repair kits, okay. Yes, so fix the incorrectly working D2 exit on the reserve location. Fix the incorrectly working D2 exit. Yeah, so I presume now, so what was happening previously with D2 was that you'd go and press the button and then the door would basically not do anything. And then it would suddenly open after the animation. So the animation just never played. Now, I don't know whether there's going to be some extra restrictions on this because there are some restrictions that come up in the corner when you're trying to leave. So whether those are now going to be applied, because currently anybody could leave at any time out of D2 and there were no restrictions at all. You just had to know that the animation was bugged and I don't know, not give up patience, I guess, and not leave. So we will see. Fix the soft lock that appears interacting with some weapons. Okay. Incorrect skill calculations of the physical skills level bonus from the air filtering unit zone in the hideout. And this is interesting. I'm sure Mr. Airwing Marine will be right on the case and trying to figure this out. Previously, it was still bugged, but now we're going to have to go and check this again. I've already installed mine too, but I guess we'll be able to see with or without filters relatively quickly whether this actually works or not. Because that was the issue before. If you had your air filtering unit built, you got the skills. That was it. You got the skill XP bonus, and you didn't even need to use any filters. So now you may need to use filters. We'll have to go and check it out. Incorrect skill point calculation when using the gym in the hideout. Yeah, so a lot of the out of raid skill point stuff is notoriously buggy. If you eat or drink out of raid, you do get XP, but sometimes you eat and drink and it looks like one thing, and then you reset. You either close your game and reopen it, or you try and go into a raid and back out and resync with the server, and then the number changes a little bit. It's always a bit weird, that kind of thing. And so a lot of people are saying that, yeah, what skill points it says that you get in the gym are actually not true once you actually go back in and resync your character up with the server and stuff. So that'd be good if this gets fixed. But the game's usually like these skill point calculations out of raid are always plagued with issues. Several bugs in the dialogue system with Lightkeeper. Okay, incorrect spawns for the rogues. Fine. Incorrect display of objectives for Lightkeeper quests. Incorrect positions for Zavachi's guards. And this is just all Lightkeeper stuff. I don't think this will affect most people. Incorrect behavior of the co-op mode settings interface when switching between screens. Some localization stuff. An incorrect camera behavior with the Rhino. I'm not really sure what that was related to. And funny enough, they've just snuck in here a new 5.56 muzzle brake. Whether this is going to be amazing, I don't know. I can't really think what this might be. Maybe this would be another one that allows you to actually use some of these weapons unsuppressed, because the problem with 5.56 is that if you do decide to go unsuppressed, you lose all of the recoil benefit, because all of the good recoil reducing attachments are all suppressors, and they're all these like combo breaks. So I don't know, we'll see. That would be my hope. I'd hope for another single item that's a bit cheaper than suppressors that actually allows you, a bit like there's that one for the AKs, is it the RRD, that gives you really good recoil reduction whilst not being a suppressor, but cheap and really high ergo. So that's what I would like, but we will see. I don't know. We're going to have to see how that pans out. Well, that's it for now. The game is still down for me, so I'm going to have to get in there and test it out as soon as it's ready. And until then, I'll see you guys later and enjoy. Bye.